two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Imagine being able to dance to a salsa song you've never heard before, but you still know where the breaks are, when the energy rises, when the horns are about to explode, when to separate and connect with your partner, and to know also when the song is exactly about to end. This is the power of understanding the structure of salsa music. It's common for dancers to only dance to songs that they know, but when a song comes on at a social that they've never heard before, they panic. Why? Because they're not listening to the song's structure. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how salsa songs are actually organized so you can understand any salsa song without ever hearing it before. Now, if you're someone who's serious about improving your musicality, timing, partner connection, and understanding salsa music beyond the steps, make sure to join our Social Dance Mastery School community below. Inside the community, we have full musicality trainings, live coaching calls, timing courses, personalized feedback, learn and grow with people that are learning the same things with you. And we also have our full Fix Your Salsa Timing, Salsa Musicality Mastery course. Now, before we break down the sections of a salsa song, we really have to understand why song structure matters. When you understand a salsa song structure, you really stop being lost in the song. You stop reacting randomly, you stop throwing patterns out in a song, and you really start dancing with the music. You really begin to start accurately anticipating the music. And this is important when we go social dancing because a lot of the times we don't know what song is coming next. If a live band is playing, we don't know their set list. So the goal really is not to memorize every single song. The goal is to understand the language of salsa music itself. Because once you understand a salsa song structure, composition, arrangement, you can start to navigate any salsa song that comes on naturally. Understanding salsa song structure doesn't have to be a complicated theoretical musical concept. I like to see it in the lens of a story. Each salsa song is telling a story, and every section of that salsa song has a purpose. Each section that we're going to talk about in salsa music communicates a different emotional energy, a different tension, and also a different role for the dancers. And once you understand the specific story arc of salsa music, you start to begin to dance with the progression of the music and not against it. So in this video, we're going to break down the 5 main sections of a salsa song structure. Now keep in mind that depending on the salsa subgenre that you're dealing with, and if you're dealing with timba, mambo, son, salsa romántica, salsa dura, salsa caleña, depending on the type of salsa you're dealing with, you're gonna have a different variation. But right now in this video, we're gonna talk about the 5 foundational subsections of a salsa song. These 5 sections are the intro, the verse, the montuno, the mambo, and the coda. The intro section is the transition into the song. Remember, we're coming from one song to another, and this transition moment where people are choosing their partners, this is where we get our intro section. Usually the intro section is short, but when it comes to salsa romantica songs, you can have larger intro sections. Now the intro section is specifically extremely important for the dancers. This is where you invite your partner, where you establish the dance, where you connect your frame, and most importantly, this is where you ground yourself into the song. The intro section actually has a lot of information for the dancers, even though it's such a short section. It tells us the tempo, the pace, the energy, the emotional tone, and it even gives us insight into what specific salsa genre that we're gonna be listening to. The intro is really the moment the dancers have to listen, not to rush into complicated patterns, but to really tune into the atmosphere of the song. After the intro, we move into the verse section. Traditionally, this is called the tema principal, or the principal theme of the song. This is where the singer begins telling the story of the song. And for the dancers, this is where connection really starts to get established. You're learning your partner's energy, your partner's tension, timing, and responsiveness. This is usually not the section for excessive patterns. You're really settling into the equilibrium with your partner and understanding the emotional message of the song. Now we enter into one of the most important sections of salsa music, the montuno. The montuno is salsa's version of a chorus in music. This is where the energy starts rising in the salsa song and when we really start to hear that African musical aesthetic of call and response. Historically, this section became inspired and integrated from son cubano, traditions coming out of Eastern Cuba at the time. The montuno section is really where things start to get exciting. The energy starts rising and the interaction between partners starts to increase. There's more conversation and playfulness in the dance, and the dance becomes more cyclical, the music becomes more hypnotic. After the montuno section, we arrive at the highest energy section of salsa music, which is called the mambo section. If I were to describe the mambo section in one word, I would call it improvisation. This is when the horns explode, the arrangements become layered, and the counterpoint and rhythmic intensity increases dramatically. This is where dancers can really get creative and start to interpret horn hits, accents, rhythmic breaks, and certain phrases within the song. For dancers, this is a real climax in the salsa song structure, and dancers almost get taken over by the music and the energy of this section. Now, after the mambo section, we get to the coda, or the outro of the song. The coda usually represents the resolution of the salsa song. When it comes to the coda, the energy of the song starts to wind down, and for dancers, this is very important because it gives the dancers the cue and it tells the dancers that, okay, this song is wrapping up. Now it's time to sort of resolve the connection, prepare for the ending of the song, and prepare the final ending phrases, which can be a dip or a freeze or something like that. A great key for the coda is that a lot of times the coda will mirror the intro. So if you really listen to the intro of the song, when the coda happens, you'll sort of know when it's starting because it sounds almost just like the intro. And this gives us a cue to know that the song is about to end. So this is the foundational structure of a salsa song. And the more you start to actively listen to salsa music this way, the more your musical ability and musicality will naturally increase. Now, to help dancers with this, I've created a salsa song structure listening template. If you want access to this, look in the link below, join our community to get this template for free. This is a printable template that you can use while you're listening to salsa music to map out the many different sections of a salsa song. It helps so much when you're using this template to help with your active listening. Once you use the template a lot, it starts to naturally get into your awareness. And when songs come on, you'll identify them very quickly. If you like this video and you want to go deeper, join our Social Dance Mastery School community where you'll find the full Fix Your Salsa Timing Salsa Musicality Mastery series inside. Thank you for watching the Fix Your Salsa Timing series, and I'll see you in the next video.